Hey guys, Joe Smith here. Don't know, Joe Smith, don't know if any of you guys ever seen that show Ancient Aliens, or you guys ever wonder how the universe started, or Earth started, or history of the Earth, or history of mankind, or how man really is, or anything like that. But Joe Smith's just kind of always been kind of curious too on stuff, and Joe Smith lays in bed at night thinking about stuff, and Joe Smith's heard or seen that show Ancient Aliens, and maybe some of it's kind of faked or hoax or dramatized, and but I mean, some of it just kind of makes you wonder too. And, so Joe Smith here decided to do a few videos, kind of just talking about some of Joe Smith's theories and ideas on some of the stuff, if any of you are into. Joe Smith tried to keep them short if possible. A couple might be a little bit longer. There's kind of a lot to explain. Joe Smith has some ideas. Maybe they're good ideas, maybe they're silly ideas. You guys decide. You guys kind of do your own thinking and research. But it's just kind of some of Joe Smith's opinions. First of all, the solar system, how the solar system started. This is Joe Smith's thoughts. All the different moons of the different planets, Joe Smith thinks were originally microplanets that were orbiting the sun, but over time they passed too close to one of the bigger planets and got sucked into the bigger planet's orbit. Like Jupiter, for example, got several. The Earth, of course, just has the one moon. Some people think another planet hit the Earth and sheared some of the Earth's crust off, and then the debris from that planet and the part of the Earth that was sheared off then reassembled itself to become the Earth's moon. But if that was the case, then wouldn't Earth kind of have a big chunk missing out of it? Or how did Earth become so round again? Or if another planet had crashed into and deposited the remains of that planet into Earth, then would there be a section of Earth that had composed of a different material or something? So Joe Smith thinks that all the moons are just original, real small planets that formed at the same time the bigger planets formed. And like Pluto, if you're over 40, you're taught that Pluto was a planet. If you're between 20 or 15 and 35 or so, then you're probably taught that Pluto's not a planet. And now they're saying Pluto's a planet again. Pluto has a moon called Charon. Joe Smith thinks that's how it's pronounced. With like a Charon. But that moon is about the size of Pluto, or they're about the same size, and because they're practically the same size, the moon doesn't orbit around Pluto. The two kind of orbit around each other. They kind of orbit around a center point halfway between them, actually. Joe Smith thinks that back when they were formed, they might have had separate orbits, but then just they eventually got too close and start orbiting around each other, whereas all the other smaller planets got trapped by the bigger planets. But Pluto and its moon were like the last two that never got trapped. Well, there's a couple more new planets that have been identified, microplanets, that are even beyond Pluto, further out. And some more little planetoid items out there that they aren't sure if they should be classified as planets or not. And all that's just now being discovered, or well, for over the past 20 years or so, but being able to be studied better now that we got higher resolution telescopes and stuff. So the textbooks in school will probably continue to change over how many planets there actually are. And there is actually another planet that you might not know about that's between Mars and Jupiter, called Ceres. Ceres. Joe Smith recalls. Joe Smith just kind of going off his top of his head, no notes or nothing, but Ceres is in the asteroid belt there. It's like the size of our moon or somewhere around there. So it's like another microplanet or another moon. But here's Joe Smith's thoughts that asteroid belt used to be another planet that was destroyed with, or maybe two planets that collided and were destroyed, or a planet that got hit by a comet and was destroyed. And then the Ceres is a moon that's left over from that planet, just kind of floating around, orbiting in the asteroid belt now by itself. Now the question for maybe a future video is, did that planet or those two planets once have life on them? Did mankind come from one of those planets originally? Maybe that planet Earth both have life, but they keep looking for a missing link between man and ape. Well, maybe they can't find one because there isn't one. Because even though they're similar, man came from another planet that might not exist no more. It maybe landed here and repopulated this planet. Just a crazy idea or thought to think about, but Joe Smith thinks that all the moons were once original planets, or that just got trapped by bigger planets, and that the asteroid belt may have been a planet or two planets that collided and were destroyed, and now Ceres is being considered a microplanet and counted amongst the planets in the solar system. But it may have just been a microplanet that got trapped and was the moon of one of the planets that was destroyed. Well, there's something for you guys to think about while you're laying in bed or you're outside looking up at the stars in the sky. Who knows? We may never know the answers. Oh, Joe Smith, sign out.